everyone, welcome to my review of new Super Lucky's Tale. Now, I should probably get a couple of things out of the way pretty early. Firstly, no, this game isn't Super Mario Odyssey, and that's actually completely okay. Secondly, I actually really liked 2017 Super Lucky's Tale. So, how that fares for this review, you'll find out now. Now, there was Super Lucky's Tale in 2017, and then Playful made a couple of DLC packs, which was the Guardian Trials and Gilly's Island. And then we kind of heard nothing about Lucky after that. I mean, the game had a lot of promise, but obviously there was a few issues, some a little more major than others. And then out of nowhere, we got new Super Lucky's Tale announced during Nintendo's E3 2019 livestream. And that was a Switch exclusive. And then once again out of nowhere, we suddenly got an announcement maybe a week or so ago that all of a sudden we were getting new Super Lucky's Tale both for Xbox One and PlayStation 4. And for Xbox One owners, it's launched straight into Game Pass, which is awesome. So as soon as that happened, I dived straight in and started playing it because I really liked the first game. Now, how does the new one fare? Actually really well. Playful have really taken all the feedback on board for Super Lucky's Tale and implemented a hell of a lot into new. Now, new Super Lucky's Tale isn't really a sequel, but at the same time, I feel it's a lot more than a traditional Definitive Edition. Most Definitive Editions just take any existing DLC, throw it in, maybe upgrade a couple of small things here and there, and that's about it. New Super Lucky's Tale, honestly, it borderline feels like a sequel. Like, I played through the entire first game, got 1000 gamer score, played it start to finish, and honestly, there was a lot of stuff in new Super Lucky's Tale that definitely felt and looked new, despite being built off the first game. But, as I said earlier, Lucky has his own identity. Obviously, Playful have taken bits and pieces from a lot of other platformers to put him together. A lot of people will feel the Banjo-Kazooie vibes when they play it. But really, it's its own game, and what they've done here with the new Super Lucky's Tale is actually really good. Most people will immediately notice all the quality of life improvements, the camera being the biggest one. We now finally have a full 3D camera, which, let's be honest, was a glaring omission from Super Lucky's Tale. Also, a lot of people, even though I didn't feel the controls were floaty myself, a lot of people griped that the controls did feel a little floaty, and I think the animation was a part of that. So one thing I noticed immediately was that now Lucky runs around on two legs as opposed to galloping on all fours like he did in Super Lucky's Tale. Another one that I felt really helped with the flow of the game was coin auto collection. So in the first game, coins would sit around till they eventually flashed and disappeared, and you have to run around and sit there and collect them, and it was actually kind of tedious, and it slowed the game right down in a lot of instances. But in new Super Lucky's Tale, the coins just come straight to you no matter where you are, and it actually helps the game flow a hell of a lot better. The other thing I think most will notice is the visual improvements. Now, it's not like they completely overhauled the game, but there's definitely been an increase in poly count. A lot of the models look a lot nicer. I think the lighting seems a little bit better, but that honestly could just be my imagination. But you can definitely tell the game looks much nicer than the first one, and it all runs at native 4K 60, which is awesome. Now, the other thing I really appreciated about new Super Lucky's Tale, and to be honest, most of this was in Super Lucky's Tale as well, was the sheer variety of gameplay involved. Like, it's not just a straight 3D platformer. You have worlds and levels that are 2D platformers. You've got quasi 3D gauntlet runs. You've got boss battles that even implement, sort of touches of shmup elements. There's really a lot of variety in here. You've got the puzzle levels, which have carried over from the other game, and it really keeps the game from growing stale. Adds a little bit of challenge, but I will say that's probably going to be the biggest issue for more experienced gamers. The game may feel too easy. Like, the first game did actually have a lot of sort of cheap difficulty spikes and boss battles that weren't really designed very well, but all that's been cleaned up in New Super Lucky's Tale, and the end result probably makes it maybe too easy, but in the end you're talking about a game that's aimed at kids, and I reckon the difficulty is probably dead on for them. My son's gotten into it and he absolutely loves it. And one other big improvement, I know there's a lot of achievement hunters out there, but the achievement list in New Super Lucky's Tale is far better than it is in Super. Way less grindy. Gone is the 99,999 coin achievements. That now maxes out at 12,000, which you will get very, very quickly. And it's just a far more accessible list overall and way less grindy, which is really, really good, especially for the younger gamers. The levels are really varied and still well designed like they were in the first one, and there's a ton of stuff to do here. Like I don't think you'll get through this game quick. I don't think it's too long either. I don't think it overstays its welcome, but there's plenty to get through here, and I think given the game is aimed at younger gamers who probably don't play as many games as maybe older gamers do, I think the length here is probably just about right, and it's actually a really fun and enjoyable game. Now obviously Switch owners have been playing it since last November, but Xbox One and PlayStation 4 owners, as well as obviously PC, now get to play it, and honestly I reckon you should definitely give it a go. It's well worth your time, especially if you're a fan of the genre, but even if you're not, it's still a really polished little platformer and something that you'll get some enjoyment out of, and hey, it's a pretty easy 1000 gamer score too, so definitely check it out. And as always, if you like our stuff, please like, subscribe, and be sure to visit XboxEra.com for more. And if you want to support us and can spare a coffee per month, feel free to contribute to our Patreon. Ciao for now.